Many state governors have seen their popularity and approval ratings soar since the start of the coronavirus pandemic. But according to a new poll, how popular individual governors are seems to depend on how quickly they took steps to prevent the spread of the virus and whether they've thus far delayed reopening.
A Washington Post Ipsos poll of 8,086 U.S. adults, with a margin of error of 1 percentage point, showed that state leaders like Democratic California Governor Gavin Newsom and Republican Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, who each took swift action to shut down their states' economies quickly and have prioritized public health throughout the pandemic, are incredibly popular in their home states.
Almost 8 in 10, 79%, of adults in California approved of Newsom's handling of the pandemic, while 86% of Ohioans approve of DeWine's handling of the pandemic.
On the flip side, of the dozen states included in the polling, people appear less happy with some Republican governors who acted slowly in response to the virus and are now rushing to reopen the economy. In Georgia, Republican Governor Brian Kemp was one of the last governors to shut down for public health, and he's now taken the lead among states looking to reopen. His coronavirus response approval rating sits at just 39%. Likewise, in Florida, 60% of adults give Governor Ron DeSantis a positive rating, but one that's far below his more cautious conservative counterpart, DeWine.
In short, the April 27 to May 4 poll seems to indicate that whether constituents approve of a governor's handling of the pandemic is much less about partisanship than whether people think their governor is acting in the public good to prevent the spread of the virus.
People are still more scared of reopening too quickly and risking a second wave of new COVID-19 infections and are punishing more aggressive governors for trying to reopen too soon. Nearly half, 48%, of Floridians, 59% of Texans, and 65% of Georgians said their states are reopening too quickly.
This helps explain why Democratic governors, despite facing widely covered anti-shelter-at-home order protests, have mostly remained popular or seeing their approval ratings surge throughout the pandemic.
Overall, governors are drawing majority support from both major parties, with 71% of adults approving of their governors' performances. In contrast, President Donald Trump is much less popular than the average governor, drawing only 43% approval, though it divides sharply along partisan lines. More than 8 in 10 Republicans approve of the president's handling of the crisis, and 9 in 10 Democrats disapprove.
Support Vox's explanatory journalism.
Every day at Vox, we aim to answer your most important questions and provide you, and our audience around the world, with information that has the power to save lives. Our mission has never been more vital than it is in this moment, to empower you through understanding. Vox's work is reaching more people than ever, but our distinctive brand of explanatory journalism takes resources, particularly during a pandemic and an economic downturn. Your financial contribution will not constitute a donation, but it will enable our staff to continue to offer free articles, videos, and podcasts at the quality and volume that this moment requires. Please consider making a contribution to Vox today.